Hi, I'm Jennifer Quiñones, and I'm going to be reading a book called Lisa's Lab. Hi, my name is Liz, and I love engineering. I love engineering because it has a lot of branches, which means there are a bunch of experiments to do. Let's do some together. This is my favorite notebook. In it, I have a lot of engineering experiments, and it mentions the types of engineering. Chemical engineering. This discipline is about changing ordinary objects into a useful and cool new one. Chemical engineers are kind of like wizards. They mix and change materials. They can make almost anything, like delicious food, fun toys, medicine, and gas for cars. How to make a volcano. The materials are dish soap, vinegar, baking soda, and food coloring. That is optional. And we also need a container for the volcano, which is this beaker, and we need some measuring tools. So we start by adding around 2 teaspoons of baking soda, then we add a bit of dishwasher soap, some food coloring, and around 30 milliliters of vinegar. And that's how you make a volcano. Environmental engineering. Environmental engineers protect both nature and our well-being. They are always researching and finding ways to help Earth become a better place, whether it's by implementing regulations or designing solutions. How to make bioplastics. First, the materials are cornstarch, water, and some oil. But if you want to make it even more fun, you can add some food coloring. You also need a Ziploc bag or a mold to make it in. So we start with the cornstarch. You need about a tablespoon of cornstarch. Then you add a few drops of oil. Then you need a tablespoon of water. Then a bit of food coloring. Now you close it and mix it. And now off to the microwave. We're back with our bioplastics. Now remember to keep it open when it's in the microwave. And so after a few seconds out of the microwave, it has cooled down a bit. So now when you take it out, it's still a bit warm, but it should still be like playable with. And so, like when it cools down completely, it will be hard. But like while it's warm, it's almost like Play-Doh. Civil engineering. Civil engineering is all about building the world around us. Civil engineers design and build roads, bridges, buildings, tunnels, even playgrounds, and roller coasters. They make sure everything is strong and safe. So the next time you see a giant bridge or a tall skyscraper, remember it was a civil engineer who helped make it happen. Challenge! The challenge is to put two books with a small distance between them. Then you put paper on top of them and try to put as many coins as you can on top of the paper without it touching the table. However, as you have probably noticed, when you put the coins, it bends and touches the table. So, the way to avoid this is by bending the paper so it becomes more resistant with the weight of the coins. You bend it like you would with a fan. And so the more you bend it, the more resistant it becomes to the weight of the coins, which means the more coins you can put on it. Aerospace engineering. It is an exciting discipline that can build and test machines that do more than what you can imagine in your wildest dreams. They build things that were thought to be impossible before they were done, like spacecrafts. Aerospace engineers design cool machines that give us the power to look far away, to planets and even galaxies. How to make a balloon kettle. First, to make the design, we're gonna start by making a normal paper airplane. Then we're gonna take a straw and tape it to the airplane. Then we're gonna attach a balloon to another straw. With a rubber band. Then we're gonna tape it also to the airplane. The balloon should be facing the front of the airplane so that it goes in the correct motion, which is that way. Now we have our finished design, and so now we put some string through the first drop that does not have the balloon. Now it's ready to test. Hi! Now our balloon kettle is done. Now we're gonna test the design to see how fast it goes. Let's go!
Yay! Woo!
Electric engineering. This discipline is very diverse as it covers many specialized areas in power generation, communication network, control systems, and computers. Electrical engineers play a vital role in advancing technologies in modern life. How to turn on a light bulb. First, you put the batteries into the holder. Then you put the LED light or the light bulb on the wires. You could tape it or like bend it, and then you just flip the switch. And that's engineering. If you like this video, please fill out our form. It's right over there. This project is for a club, and we would like to see how many people are interested in this topic.